Who's added? We have here Chantian, Tom, Tang Ning, Sam. Sam is here. Okay, wait. First check attendance. Sam 1, 2, 7. Okay, Sam is here. Yeah. Good. So the first thing we need to do right now is we're going to answer these questions here first, okay? And then we're going to study writing task 2, okay? So let us first answer these questions here, okay? So again, the two questions here, the first one is, the first question here is, what types of information do you find in a dictionary? And do you prefer to use a paper dictionary or a dictionary on the internet? And what you need to do is I want you to answer and give reasons, okay? So let me, yes, let me help you write or create a answer to these questions, okay? Right. Okay. And I want you to expound your answer, okay, to these questions here, okay? Okay, wait, let me help you. Conversations. Okay, so here's an example here. I want you to check. So you can actually combine one answer of these two questions. So for example here, answer, oh, sorry. So for example here, the question number one is found here in the first paragraph. So this is the answer in question number one. And question number two is found here in the second paragraph. Okay, so I want you to combine, two answers, two answers in separate paragraphs. Okay, so here's an example. There are tons of useful, we learned this before, tons of, okay? So there are tons of useful information which you can find in a dictionary. The most practical one are the useful words, okay? The most practical one. So this is the first one, the first answer, okay? The most practical one are the useful words which we can use, okay, which we can use in our English classes and in daily English conversations, okay? So, and here is complex sentence. Another helpful information we can find in a dictionary or the, yes, history of English is a history of English speaking countries, and explain that in some parts of in some features maybe of the dictionary. So in some features of a dictionary, it shows us the origin of the word and how it was originally used in the past, okay? And then answer for question number two. If I had the chance to use a dictionary, I prefer, so you can use your if, okay? I had the chance to, okay? So this is condition, all right? So if I had a chance to use a dictionary, I prefer an online dictionary. First of all, so you can have your first reason here. First of all, I find it much easier and faster to find the words I want to search, okay? Not only this is adding information. Online dictionary also have many examples on how to use the word. And lastly, dictionary on the internet is also the most convenient option as here means reason, okay? As I don't have to carry the weights of paper ones, okay? The heavy weights, okay? Heavy weight of paper dictionaries, okay? Of a paper dictionary, of a printed dictionary, yes. That's it. So another word for paper dictionary is a printed dictionary, okay? All right. So I want you to write your own answer, okay? And after that, I'm gonna call names, okay? To give their answer in the class. I'm gonna give you 3 to 5 minutes, okay? So I'm gonna give you 3 to 5 minutes, and after that, I want you to I want you to speak your answer in the class, okay? So, okay, let me share the screen, okay? Okay, so let me give you another 3 to 5 minutes, and after that, I want you to speak your answer in the class, okay? So 3 to 5 minutes, all right? Okay, time is up. I'm gonna call here names, and then after that, I want you to speak your answer in the class, okay? So I want to hear from, let me spin the wheel, okay? Let me spin the wheel. Okay, so we have here Tran Tien. Tran Tien, you finished? You done?
Sorry, teacher, I haven't finished.
No, you haven't finished yet. Okay, I'm gonna give you a few minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, let us hear from. Okay, make it short. Okay, maybe 6 sentences or 8 sentences maximum. How about Clara? Clara, you finished?
Yes.
Okay, Clara is finished. Very good. So, Clara, I'd like you to answer these two questions here. First is, what types of information do you find in a dictionary, and do you which dictionary do you use, a paper dictionary or an online dictionary? Can you start, Clara?
For learning English, using dictionary is an important part. There is a lot of useful information in the dictionary and information about history and languages. We can also find new words and how to use them from it. I prefer reading online dictionaries rather than paper.
Because oh, Clara is lost. Okay. Clara, continue. Can you continue, Clara? Oh, Clara is lost. Okay. Clara, could you please do it again, please, one more time? I couldn't hear the last part. Can you, yes, can you speak the last part, Clara? Clara, are you there? Okay, so let's call another one. Okay, let's call another one. How about Angop? Angop, you finished? Your name is chosen. Yeah, Angop,
Sorry,
you finished? Not yet. Okay, let's you haven't finished it. Okay, okay, no problem. Let's try another one. How about Tang Ming? Tang Ming finished?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, that's lovely. Okay, so Tang Ming, I'd like you to answer these questions here, okay? So what types of information do you find in a dictionary, and which do you prefer, paper or online dictionary? Can you start?
I often use a dictionary to find meaning and exam of words. A paper dictionary is useful when I study at school.
That's
But I
cool.
prefer an online dictionary because it's a faster and more convenient on
Convenient, okay.
on the internet. I can also hear the correct um sorry teacher.
Okay, 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 okay. So you can finish it, okay? New Huyen, are you finished? Your name is chosen. New Huyen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, that's lovely. Okay, so who's here? Dangming, Angop, Tom, Sam, Clara, two Claras are here. Okay. So New Huyen, I'd like you to answer these two questions here. What types of information do you find in a dictionary, and which do you prefer, paper or online dictionary? Can you start, New Huyen?
Yes. When I use dictionary, I can find the meaning of word, my pronunciation, and some example. Personally, I prefer using an online dictionary because it's fast and easy to use. It also gives me update information and I can use it anywhere with my phone.
Great, great, great. Clara, can you please repeat your answer, Clara? Is it okay? Clara, are you there? Okay, let's hear from the next one. Okay, that's great. Okay, let's hear from Angnop. Angnop, you finished?
Sorry, teacher. I haven't finished.
Not yet. Okay, how about last one? How about Tom? Tom, you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, great job. So Tom, I'd like you to tell me, I'd like you to answer these two questions here. First is, what types of information do you find in a dictionary, and which do you prefer, a paper or online dictionary? Tom?
Yes, in contemporary language learning, the dictionary serves as indispensable tools that provide not only definitions but also nuance insights into word use, pronunciation, etymology, and grammatical functions. Personally, I gravitate toward the digital dictionaries to their immediacy and comprehensive features. Unlike traditional paper versions, online platform from software interactive elements such as audio pronunciation, real-time updates, and contextual examples, which significantly enhance my linguistic proficiency. Moreover, the convenience of accessing a vast lexicon with a single disk fosters more efficient and engaging learning experience.
Engaging. Okay, great job. Okay. Now let's move to writing task 2, okay? So before we study how to writing task 2, okay, which is a complete essay of writing task. So I want you to fill in the gaps numbers 1 to 8 here, okay? And you can choose the answer from the choices here, numbers 1 to 8, okay? So for example, many students use an online dictionary to help them learn a language when they study in class. In this essay, so we have here, I'm going to, okay? A is the answer, okay? So you write the answer. I'm going to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of this. So this here means using online dictionary to help students learn a language when they study in a class. Okay, I'll give you another example. Firstly, number 2. Okay, so we got to choose your A, B, or C. All right. So firstly, if a student doesn't know, okay, so no is the answer for number 2. Okay. So if the student doesn't know the meaning of a word or phrase, they can find it quickly and easily with an online dictionary, okay? Now, I want you to do it on your own. I want you to answer questions, gaps. I want you to fill in the gaps numbers 3 to 8, okay? And you have to choose the answer or the answers from the choices numbers 3 to 8, okay? So let's do this in 3 minutes, okay? Let's do this in 3 minutes, all right? Hello, mic test. Can you hear me? So everyone, if there is some problem with your computer or microphone, you can restart or reboot your laptop. That means turn off and turn on your laptop again or computer. Okay. So a while ago, before we start our class, I checked the microphone and I could not hear anything. So that's why I was late for 5 minutes, 3, 4, 5 minutes, because I reboot my laptop. I turn off my laptop and turn on again. And then, yes, and then the microphone as well as the earphone works again, okay? Okay, time is up. Okay, I want to hear from Angop, okay? Angop, are you there? Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Great. Angop, what's your answer in number 3?
Teacher, number 3 is C.
Okay, so if they're afraid of making a mistake, very good, they might start to use their dictionary in the wrong way. How about number 4? Angop, what's your answer number 4?
Number 4 is C.
Okay, so if they stop to check every word or phrase they do not know, they won't. Okay, how about number 5?
Teacher,
Angop,
number 5. Number
is
5 is A.
okay, they won't practice their language skills enough and they won't improve. Very good. Let's hear from Trantien. Trantien, you there?
Yes, teacher.
Great. What's your answer number 6, Trantien? Additionally, it is very difficult for a teacher to check that the students are, what's your number 6?
Number 6 is C.
So are using using their computers to look. How about number 7, Trantien?
Number 7 A.
To look up. Very good. Look up. Okay, look up means find or search. Very good. To look up a word and not just playing online games. How about number 8, last one, Trantien?
Number A, B.
So if they do not focus on the class, they won't make any progress. Very good. That's great. That's great. Okay. So make progress, look up means search or find. Okay, let me add this to your new vocab, everyone. We have look up here, look up information. This means search or find. Okay. So I want you to write that new word to your vocabulary notebook, okay? Okay, so for IELTS writing task 2, we have here a complete essay. So it has a short introduction, everyone, okay? I'm going to send this to your Zalo. All right, so you will have a sample on how to write your essay, okay? So basic, simple essay, IELTS foundation essay, okay? So let us, I will send this to your Zalo and I want you to follow. So when you have your writing task 2 homework, I want you to follow writing like this. So it has writing task 2. So it has introduction and then it has body paragraph 1. Then it has body paragraph 2. And finally, it must have a conclusion or ending of your essay, okay? All right, so I want you to check your Zalo and I want you to follow this writing, okay? Can't edit this one. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, so here's in this essay, we decide here which words or phrase to introduce the main idea. So we have here firstly, okay. Now I want you to look at the words in bold. In bold means in very dark, like this one, okay, bold, okay? Yes, in bold in the essay that the student used to organize ideas. And I want you to complete the table, okay, everyone? I want you to find the words like this. In bold means very strong color, okay, very strong, thick color, okay, thicker than the other words, all right? So find those words and I want you to put them in numbers 1 to 6. So number 1 here is that main idea of a paragraph at the start of the essay. So which of these words, okay, in bold that are used to start the paragraph, okay? 2 and 3, all right? Which of these words that shows adding information about an idea? 4 and 5, which of these words here in bold that shows a new or different idea? Okay. And number 6, I think is very easy. The word that shows conclusion is this one, to sum up here. Okay. So I'm going to ask you to complete this task in 3 minutes, or 2 minutes is enough, I think. Okay. Okay, so time is up. I'm gonna call names here, and I want you to give me the answer. Okay, so let me spin the wheel. Okay. Shang is not here. Shang is not here. Tang Min. Wilson. Yang Ang. Chen Tian Tom. Some Clara. Okay, let me spin the wheel and I'm gonna ask you to give me the answer, okay? Okay, so Tantian, your name is chosen. Yep. So can you tell me what's your answer in number 2 and 3, Tantian? 2 and 3. So which of the highlighted words here, which of the words in bold here that shows an adding of information to an idea? Okay. Tantian, what's your, you can find the answer. Let me show you the answer. Okay. How about Tang Ming? No, yeah, no problem. How about Tang Ming? What's your answer number 2 and 3?
Sorry,
So which,
teacher.
no, 2, okay. So here, adding extra information, we have here furthermore, this one, okay. So these are very useful when we write our essay, okay. Furthermore and additionally, this one. Furthermore and this one, additionally, okay. So those are the words we can use to add information. How about a new or different idea? We have here on the other hand, all right. And the next one is however, okay. So that's a new or different idea. Lastly is to sum up, okay. Now I want you to, now when we use when we write our essay, I want you to use these words here, okay? So when you practice your essay, I want you to use these words here, okay? Okay, now this time I want you to have a sample, okay? Plan your essay, okay? So we have here, this is the introduction, okay? This is the body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and conclusion. So we have here, firstly, to start, okay? And then secondly, all right. And then on the other hand is new idea or different idea on the other hand. And then to sum up, okay? And we have here, however, also a different idea, okay? Now what you need to do right now is I want you to plan your essay. I will help you, okay? So let us try to do this in the whiteboard, okay? So I want you to plan your essay, and the question is, what are the good things and the disadvantages if you study English lessons with classmates from the same country, okay? So for example, if you study English and you study English together with your Vietnamese friends, okay? So what do you think are the benefits and the disadvantages? What do you think are the good things and the bad things when you study English with people coming from the same country, okay? So let's have a whiteboard here, and I want you to plan, okay? Just plan. You don't need to write an essay. You can write your essay as your homework, but today we just have to plan our essay, okay? No writing, all right? Okay, no writing, just plan, all right? Okay. So here's the question, okay? Here's how you, here's the sample plan, okay? So here's a sample plan. Here is a sample plan, okay? And here's how we make notes, okay? Here. Okay, like this one, okay? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I want you to plan. So first here we have first here we have the advantages of having English lessons with the classmates from the same country. The first advantage is it can help you in translation. And number two, share ideas, okay? However, the disadvantages or the bad things, okay, when you study with friends or students coming from the same country is that you speak more of local language, okay? So you don't use English too often. So that's a problem, okay? And number two is you always you have the tendency to be dependent on translation, to always translate, okay, the word, all right? Okay. So let's do this in let's try in 3 minutes, okay? 3 to 5 minutes, all right? And after that, I want you to share your answer in the class, okay? Share your plan in the class, all right? Okay, so let me spin the wheel, and after that, I want you to share your plan. Okay, again, only your plan, all right? Angop, you finished? Yes, Angop, your name is chosen. Yes, so did you finish essay plan? Yes?
Sorry, teacher.
Not yet. No problem, no problem, no problem. Yes. Let's try another one. How about New Huyen? Did you finish your essay plan?
Yes, teacher.
Oh, great job. Okay, so what are your essay plan? Can you tell me the disadvantages if you study with people coming from the same country? New Huyen?
Teacher, I think advantage is a classmate can help each other translate difficult words, and they can share ideas easily because they have the same culture.
And how about the disadvantages of this situation? Yeah.
Yes, I think so. Disadvantage is a student may speak their own language. Is is a instead of English, they can become too dependent on translation
Yes,
and not
translations.
practice and no
Very
English.
good. Right, so they can practice more because they always translate and speak the same language, right? How about Sam? Sam, did you finish making your plan, Sam?
Yes, teacher.
Oh, great job. So Sam, I'd like you to tell me what do you think are the benefits if you study with people coming from the same country, Sam?
When I study with my classmate from the same country, I can uh talk about new words in Vietnamese and can ask questions about
Questions.
our lesson. My unabated or this advantage
Disadvantage.
is I can understand um sorry teacher.
Not yet. Okay. So anyone, everyone, I'd like you to do this as your homework. By the way, on Wednesday we will have a test. Okay, so we have a unit test on your Wednesday. So we will have a listening, reading, and grammar test on Wednesday. Okay, so I want you to review your notes, and I want you to study, and we're going to have a test on Wednesday, unit test on Wednesday, and also unit test in writing and speaking maybe on Thursday. Okay, so please review and study. All right, so that's all for today. I will give this as your homework. All right, writing homework, and I want you to write this in MS Word. Okay, so thanks for today, and